world of borderline banter, where we dive deep into every current canter. Mike's the host with Dustin by his side, pressing buttons, taking us on the ride. Politics, events, and much more. Borderline banter, never a bore. Tune in, listen, join the conversation. Borderline banter.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a great Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, you're watching Borderline Banter. Hope you had a good day. Hope you enjoyed the debate. Welcome to the show. Dustin, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. It's only Wednesday. Feels like the longest week of all time, you know?
Yeah, well, this is the third episode this week, so
Yeah.
yeah, of course it feels long. But yeah.
No, we watched the debates. It was pretty entertaining. Now we spent the morning watching the fallout on the social medias. So it's been kind of fun.
I was working all day, but yeah.
But then we noticed there's like a whole bunch of celebrity news, so I guess we're going to talk about that tonight.
Yeah. Oh, joy. But yeah.
There's plenty of more time to get political too, so.
For sure, yeah. We ain't done with that. Don't you worry. But yeah, want to get
8
started
weeks or something?
Yeah, 60 days.
P. Diddy.
So yeah.
Remember P. Diddy?
Just one moment. Yeah, let's take it away. Let's see what P. Diddy's about.
Although I thought his new name was like Diddy Dirty Money or some nonsense. But anyways, yeah, P. Diddy to pay Inmate $100 million.
Oh, he's the diddler. No, his new name's the diddler. It's been 2 minutes. He's the diddler.
We had to wait 2 minutes to say diddler?
I think, yeah. Take it away.
From the Globe and Mail. Sean Diddy Combs ordered to pay $100 million US in sexual assault lawsuit.
I knew he's being investigated for whole bunch of stuff, but I didn't know there was a court case going on. Did you?
Not really, but you know,
I knew there was a court case, but not for something like this. But yeah.
Now this website really wants you to pay for it, so we're just gonna have to have that on the whole time.
It's a Canadian. Come on, we're broke.
So. All right. So, a Michigan inmate who accused Sean Diddy Combs of drugging and sexually assaulting him at a party almost 30 years ago has been awarded a $100 million judgment against the rapper and record producer.
That's crazy. Right? Like...
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. And he was able to sue him from jail?
Yeah, I guess.
That's pretty hard to do, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I pre-read. Just wait till you see why he's in jail. But,
So Derek Lee Smith, 51, won the multi-million-dollar judgment by default in Lenawee County Circuit Court. Did he not show up?
Well, let's see. Yeah.
During a virtual hearing on Monday after Combs, 54, failed to show up. Yeah.
So,
an attorney for Combs said the rapper would move to have the judgment dismissed. Well, I mean, if he remembers, right? This man is a convicted felon and sexual predator who has been sentenced on 14 counts of sexual assault and kidnapping over the last 26 years. Attorney Mark Agnafilo said in a statement. Oh, and he's not talking about Diddy.
No, he's talking about the guy.
I know, I get it why they had to clarify that. Yeah, he means Smith.
That's okay. Well, I wasn't like I said to you earlier. I opened the story, read it, and I started reading it. I was like, okay, that's weird. Okay, he's in jail. That's weird. Oh, the guy's in jail for being a sexual predator. You know, like
14 counts. He's done this multiple times.
That's why he is hanging out with P. Diddy, I guess. You know.
I mean, makes sense why they're friends. But, his resume now includes committing a fraud on the court from prison, as Mr. Combs has never heard of him, let alone been served with any lawsuit. Mr. Combs looks forward to having this judgment swiftly dismissed. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean...
Sorry, no, I stopped. I didn't even get this far, right? Because the guy didn't even know him. He's lying.
How did he get a judge to give him $100 million judgment?
But it was
crazy.
By default. He filed it, and the guy didn't show up. But why would they even take the case? But I guess you can make a case, right, for anything, as long as you pay.
I guess. I mean,
yeah, as long as you pay. But
Smith, who was sentenced to prison for 75 years on sexual misconduct and kidnapping charges, filed complaints against Combs in June and August. He was given a temporary restraining order against Combs, who has several other sexual assault cases still pending.
See, it's just a weird.
He's in prison. He's like, I need a restraining order in case Combs comes after me again.
Yeah.
Combs, founder of the landmark label Bad Boy Records, is one of the most influential producers and executives in the hip hop, and a hugely successful performer, as well as the impresario of his own Sean John clothing line. Oh, his middle name is John.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I just checked his net worth. It's $1 billion for the record.
He's a billionaire. Okay, so maybe he doesn't even care. Oh, that's the end.
Well, that's 100 million, so I'm sure he would care. But see, I didn't read all of it. I already read almost all of it. So the guy's lying. So now he's got a fraud charge against him.
Allegedly lying.
Allegedly lying. So yeah, now there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff.
Sean
about
has to
that,
prove
so.
this in court, just like. It is funny though. I mean, he's not been found guilty of fraud.
Okay. Well, that's crazy. I just was reading that. I guess I should have read the rest of it. But yeah, that's just such a weird topic. He's going after P. Diddy for that. Like, why P. Diddy? Out of everybody, why P. Diddy, I wonder? Like,
Well, because he currently has other sexual
yeah,
assault
but this
cases
guy's
still
the same
pending,
age
right?
as him. He's the same age. So, like, the people doing it to P. Diddy are much younger than P. Diddy, not him at the same age. So, but I'm not saying that you can't hurt someone the same age, but it's just that's clearly not P. Diddy's taste. I don't know what the right word is there. Yeah, well, okay, this guy's not going out of jail anyway. He's going to die in jail, so I guess all he has time to do is sit on his iPad and see what he can do.
I mean, there's kind of like that one dude who sent bills to those companies that paid them. Remember that guy?
No.
He made like $122 million just sending bills to Microsoft and like
Oh, yeah?
Amazon and shit, and like they paid him.
Oh, yeah?
Like, he would just send the invoice. He just like kind of like what you do in GTA actually sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
Where you just send an invoice and see if somebody will pay.
Yeah,
He did
so-
that and it
yeah.
worked. He got up to 122 million. I don't know why he didn't stop at like 20 million.
I don't
Like he got
understand.
caught because he kept doing it.
Is it fraud,
He
though?
Walter
Like,
Whited.
you write an invoice.
Well, that's a good question. He didn't do anything to coerce
They
them.
offered to pay it. He did not.
Yeah.
But he didn't give him something, but he sent him an invoice, and it's their problem to say, well, we shouldn't pay this. I go over my Visa statement every
Yeah, you would
month.
think it'd be on them.
And if
to
I
know
see
that
something
they're
on my
not paying.
Visa that's not from where I bought, I call them up and be like, hey, what is this charge? Why is this charge
Yeah.
on my card? Even if it's $1, I'm not paying it. You know what I
Wow,
mean?
man,
But,
for $1, I'm not.
no,
But,
I'm
like,
not. Like, I
If
don't
I
care.
open up my
Screw
door
that.
and somebody just says like to give it to him, wait, what? Why?
I have done that though. You're right. GTA, I've done that, and it worked.
In fact, you owe me money.
All right. Well, okay.
So I mean, as of right now, until Sean does his counter stuff, this guy's a winner. He won. He won $100 million.
Yeah, he's rich. So
And,
now he's gonna promise
you know.
all the guys in prison stuff, and now he's gonna get beat up afterwards.
But I will say, if he really wasn't served anything telling him to show up, then not showing up isn't going to work for this 100
Yeah.
million. I mean, you have to get served.
Yeah, you have to exactly.
Process server or whatever.
And one of those guys
people
that
who-
dresses up as something else.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
to convince you, or so that you'll admit you're you, so that they can say they definitely gave it to you.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. So I don't think
I
that is
wish
in
I could
Canada.
do one. That'd be pretty dope.
I would be
Well,
great
shit.
at that.
Hold on. Does Canada have process
Maybe I just didn't know about it.
servers? Canadian process serving is significant in many ways, but its primary goal would be to ensure that the due process of law is implemented in the country. Process servers are held to the high regard because they are responsible. Apparently, yeah.
So, okay.
You can go to
Well, then-
CanadianProcessServer.ca.
Can you
to
send me
find
that
out
link?
more.
Send me that link, please.
Send me that link.
I'm going to get a new job, everybody. So.
I mean, maybe it
And
is
if,
a job.
and if my boss
and
is
it's-
watching, I'm sorry, but I'm a very
It's-
good person. I can talk to anybody. So
it's an interesting job. Like,
it depends how much you get paid. Like if you get paid $1,000 a month, I'd probably not. but
well,
you
it's
get to-
government work, so it's got to be pretty good, right?
Yeah, you think. All right, well, let's move on. That was a short story, but
I guess it's pricing
Let's-
for different things. I don't really quite get it. It looks like $80 to $200 per thing you serve.
so that's something, right?
Yeah, it might be a per served thing, but like 80 to 200. That might be all right. How many could you serve in a week? Like 5 a
Um,
day, call it
yeah.
25 a week. 25 times 80 at the low end is 4,000? Maybe? I don't know. I can't math. Anyways, anything else on Sean?
No, I'm good to move on.
Yeah. Can you name one Sean
No,
Diddy Combs
I can't.
song?
I can't.
Okay. I can't either.
So I said that last when we talked about him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's always good to check in and see if we've learned anything.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Okay.
I was even on his Wikipedia, and I honestly still haven't found a song on here. I've just been stuck in the sexual assault section. It's really long.
From the AP, NYPD officers land 175,000 settlement over courtesy cards that help drivers get out of traffic stops.
Courtesy. I want a courtesy card.
Yeah. What's this? Okay.
So who's getting money?
Let's see. No one. I don't know. Somebody is.
The officers getting money?
We'll find out.
This guy?
He looks kind of
Alright, well,
sad, but he's. Why does he look so sad in that picture?
He does look sad, but this is one right
That's like
here.
a get out of jail card.
Police Benevolent Association.
All right. Well, let's see what this says.
Alright. I hate how they take half the screen away from us, though.
A New York City police officer has reached a $175,000 settlement with the city in a lawsuit that eliminated the use of courtesy cards. The officers dole out to friends and relatives to get out of traffic stops and other minor infractions, according to an agreement filed in Manhattan Federal Court Monday.
Okay, all right.
You can take it.
The deal brings an end to a lawsuit brought last year by Officer Matthew Bianchi that claimed he'd been punished by his superiors for failing to honor the cards, though the settlement itself makes no substantive changes to how the cards are used by NYPD officers.
So these cards are real, I guess.
They're real.
They're real cards, so they're legal.
And how
real.
they're used isn't going to change. This officer's just being paid to shut up.
I guess.
Because he clearly wanted to still prosecute somebody who did a crime. Like, let's say you got somebody who drove, right?
Yeah.
And they pull one of these cards out. If you're an officer, what do you do?
Yeah.
I know my answer.
And exactly. You want to arrest him to put him in jail.
That's a cute card. You show your lawyer that card. Hands. I'm gonna need to see your hands now. The laminated cards, which typically bear an image of an NYPD badge and the name of one of the city's police unions, are not officially recognized by the police department, but have long been treated as a perk of the job.
So it's a friggin' I get it.
The city's
And
police unions
that's why
union
people
members.
call cops corrupt. That's the exact reason.
Well, yeah,
why
this is
they
literal
call corrupt.
corruption. What do you think this?
Exactly. No,
like immunity cards, you choose who gets. Like, okay, so the law applies differently to person to person. Apparently, that's not how it's supposed to work. Lady Liberty has a blindfold for a reason. I don't know if you've ever seen Lady Liberty since you're Canadian, but like if you go into a courthouse, there'll be a statue of a lady with a blindfold, and that's the reason. Is justice is not supposed to be using their eyes. Well, at least not like that.
Okay, see where else goes.
The city's police union issues them to members who circulate them among those who want to signal their NYPD connections, often to get out of minor infractions, since it's speeding or failing mercy. But we literally just said that above. Bianchi said his views about the courtesy cards haven't changed. The 40-year-old Staten Island-based officer said there should be more oversight over how many of the cards are distributed to officers and better protections for those who speak out against their misuse.
So he's
okay. So he's not actually against the idea.
Yeah. So
that's what I just read. He's just worried about how many. Yeah. He's okay with being able to pardon his friends and family because that's what this is. This is handing a power of the pardon, a very rare power, to just every officer. Just all of you have it actually.
But clearly that one officer didn't get it though, or he didn't want it.
He didn't get enough cards. How many cards are distributed? He didn't get enough cards. He's whining he didn't get enough cards.
I'm talking about the officer that's got the money because he complained about it.
Yeah, Bianchi.
No, is he the one that complained about it?
Yeah. Yeah, Bianchi is the name up here, right? Matthew Bianchi claimed he'd been
Oh.
punished by his superiors for failing to honor the cards.
Okay, okay, that's even worse. So yeah,
But he was failing to. But then you get down here and he's like, The 40-year-old officer said there should be more oversight over how many of the cards are distributed. So his real issue isn't even like the honoring or not honoring of it. That was just how he was protesting. He's like, I'm not getting enough cards, so I'm not going to honor your cards. You guys are getting 40 cards. I got 4. I'm not going to honor your 40 until I get 40.
I was talking to a friend today, and his roommate's a cop, and he said, well, if he said he was told that if he ever gets pulled over for speeding, that his friend could get him out of the ticket. So I guess that's a thing everywhere, maybe. I don't know. I guess it pays to have a cop as a friend, maybe.
Wait, did that just work?
What?
I clicked this enable accessibility mode, and now I get the full screen instead of having half it eaten.
Oh, look at that, yeah.
Crazy. I got to find where we were. It's so amazing. Okay, we just said that there about.
And then it pops up.
Don't jinx it. It's fine. It's fine.
Go.
Okay, but now this is still the officer. So he's saying it's a form of corruption. He said on phone by Tuesday. My approach to how I handle them is not going to change, even if some boss is going to try to punish me. I'm still going to go out there and I'm going to do exactly what I feel is right. Well, okay, I'm not sure what Bianchi's take is now.
Yeah, maybe AP screwed up. Maybe they got one of the officers' names wrong or something. So we'll continue, I guess.
His lawyer said he hoped the officer's efforts would inspire others in the department to step forward as whistleblowers. Well, we know this program exists.
Yeah.
It's been whistleblown. We need to do something about this program. It needs to not exist. This is unconstitutional. This is
but you're just above. He said he's for it,
You're
but
not
he's
a judge,
he's not going to get rid of
officer.
it. So I don't understand.
These are officers trying to be judge, jury, executioner. Like saying somebody's free to go is literally being the judge, and then handing out cards so that people could just have all police let them go. Like that's a corruption level that should raise so many flags.
Is it the Mayor Eric Adams administration confirmed that settlement terms, but declined to comment further. So this mayor's handing out these cards as well, resolving the case that was best for all parties.
Can I see your wallet, Mr. Adams?
A law department spokesperson wrote in an email Tuesday. All right, so resolving the case that's best for all parties. Well, what parties? Well, he got $175,000, so that's why, right? And their friends and family can still use those cards, so there's 2. The city's not going to get in trouble. That's 3. Sorry, what's this saying?
So, in his lawsuit filed last year, Bianchi claimed current and retired officers have access to hundreds of cards, giving them away in exchange for a discount on a meal or a home improvement job. They're not just giving them to their friends and family. They're trading these as a currency. Because of course they would.
Yeah,
this is why it's corrupt as fuck.
He also claimed that
power to pardon. I would pay for a pardon.
Reprimanded on numerous occasions for writing tickets to the friends and families of officers, even if they had produced a courtesy card. So
yeah,
like, imagine not knowing about these cards and you're a cop and someone pulls it out. You're like, are you kidding me?
And if you do fall for it and it wasn't real, then you get fired, right? Because if somebody just like pulls out a fake card, like imagine somebody pulls that move in GTA.
The final straw came
out a piece of paper
when he issued a ticket to a driver who turned out to be a friend of NYPD's highest-ranked uniform officer, Chief Jeffrey Madry, in the summer of 2022. Bianchi said he was promptly ousted for his job in the department's traffic unit and regulated to night patrol. Relegate. Like, no, I can't say that.
They moved where his legs were.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. They changed his shift. So, to get out of jail card.
Jesus, like, I would like to play my get out of jail card, please.
Yeah, no, like, that's what it's like. It's like, are you yeah, go ahead.
The police department declined to comment. I'm shocked. Deferring questions to the law department. They lawyered up because they're doing a corruption.
The largest police union didn't respond to the emails either. Big surprise. City police unions have law enforcement scrutiny over the cards because of the appearance of corruption and their appearance of sale on eBay. So they're on eBay as well.
Hold on. I'm getting one. eBay. What are these called? PBA card. eBay PBA card. PBA card for sale. I found it.
Okay, let's see.
One new vintage 2022 SBA PBA Sergeant's card. 2 years old is probably fine, right? So we're not saying you should buy anything. I don't know if you have to say that, but we're not advertising any of this. Just
$40.
showing it. $40 gets you a card that will be good to go in wherever that is. You can also get a bridge and tunnel one. It depends on what kind you want. New Jersey, Honor Legion.
Is there?
Here's some old ones, 1976.
They're probably not good anymore. Those are crazy though. Those are vintage. So these are collectibles now. So because they're expired, so they're collectible now. But they're still.
They're not all old and expired. This is a 2022 right here.
But that's
brand new.
How long do they last? I don't know. Like.
Do you want to have to hand it to your family every month? No.
Every year?
No. They probably last lifetime, right? Right? You're not gonna not be a family member suddenly. Look, $40 gets you a PBA card. I didn't know you could just eBay a get out of jail free card. They exist.
Order it. Buy it.
No, I'm not gonna order it on stream. There's some things you just don't do on stream. You can get other police collectibles, badges, obsolete badges.
Look at that. So
this is kind of crazy how much stuff you could just buy. But like this specifically, get out of jail cards. Today I learned. Whoop. Okay, well, it took us all the way back to the top. I don't know if there's much more though. You think this is it?
We'll see. Yeah, I'll go back.
You've been reprimanded. The final straw. Declined to comment. Police union. Bianche said Tuesday that he's since moved to a dayside shift, but that his efforts to advance his career have been limited by the lawsuit. I've literally applied for just about everything since I've been put back, and they've denied me for everything. They're not very secretive as to why, and I've had supervisors tell me why I can't go anywhere.
That's shitty. So this is why you don't get good cops either. This guy sounds like a good cop. Other than that one statement up top, which AP might have got wrong because it sounds like they did.
Well, yeah, because everything else the guy's been saying is that
so I'm pretty sure
this as corrupt.
It sounds like AP screwed up his name, but so he sounds like a good cop. And
well,
maybe
I don't believe there are such a thing.
There are, but
no, there's not because the profession is what's bad. The person can be good. The profession will never be good, and that's why ACAB. It's not about the person. It's about the profession.
There's a lot of
what this guy could do. This guy isn't. This he's acting like, oh, I can't do anything. I just can't quit.
Yes.
Quit.
And then that makes him win even more.
Quit. Yeah, quit. Quit the job. You've seen the light. They don't want you. They're punishing the shit out of you. Quit. There's a million other jobs, and you could just pick a safe job. It's a dangerous job. Why are you going out of your way to do a dangerous job? Right?
Well, some people want to do that.
Go do a safe one like door-to-door delivery. Oh wait, that's more dangerous. Garbage man. Oh wait, no, that's more dangerous. Hold on, I'll think of one. Woodworking. No, that's more dangerous.
Anyway, let's go on. So.
I'll come up with one that's less dangerous than cops soon. It's like number 12. There's like 11 professions above it. But yeah, he should quit. I'm glad I didn't take the punishment and the retaliation lying down. I'm glad that I did something. You did nothing.
Well, he said something. He did bring it up.
Yeah.
We didn't know about
and nothing's changing.
No, but it takes time.
There's nothing.
Maybe.
Nothing's processing.
Okay.
There's no.
Well, we didn't know about these cards. People didn't know about these cards. Now some did, but now more people know about it.
They're on sale on eBay, Mike.
Okay. Before this day, did you know about it? Because I didn't.
Don't have to. I'm not everyone.
Exactly.
eBay knows about it. eBay has millions of people.
Yes, it doesn't matter. You didn't know about it. I didn't know about it.
Bar. Me knowing doesn't say anything. I don't know a lot of shit.
But you're the general public. Most people don't know about
the general
this.
public is eBay, and they know about this.
Anybody under 60 doesn't use eBay. Okay, so chill.
Do you know about grade 10 PSA White Eyes Blue Dragons? eBay does.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
They're how much they're worth. eBay knows. I don't. Yeah. I'm not even sure if I got White Eyes Blue Dragon name right. That doesn't right. Anyway. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's Charizard. You would say yes if I said Charizard. But like, he didn't get anything accomplished. There's no ball rolling. They paid him off and it's over.
So is that him? Is that the cop?
They swept under the rug. This is him.
That's
Wait,
him.
Is it him?
So it has to be him.
Hold on.
Yeah, it is him.
Got it. Yeah, I had to confirm because I didn't actually read it.
But now his career's over now.
And look, this is a 2023 card that he's holding in. Oh wait, that's 2023. Maybe you do have to have the current year.
So
you
yeah,
know?
so
Which would be a racket. You know, if you wanted to use them as a currency, you would do that. And it sounds like some of them are using it as a currency.
Yeah, so you can use it maybe in January, and the later the year gets, the less valuable. Valuable it is. My bad. All right, well, let's move on.
Yeah. What do you want to guess? New York's not the only place doing that.
It's New Jersey.
We already saw the New Jersey
cards,
one.
Yeah, so.
We saw the Jersey ones, but like every state probably.
All right.
Chase says eBay has 2024 ones. Are they higher priced, like $80, $100, like, or does it get crazy to get a current year one? These are get out of jail cards.
Okay. Same price.
$49.95. That's a steal. Literally. All right. Next up, we have more celebrity gossip from CBS News. Justin Timberlake to agree to a plea deal in DWI arrest, sources say. You remember the Timberlake situation?
DUI. We always call it DUI here.
Well, it depends. Driving under the influence and driving while intoxicated are technically different.
No, are they? Okay, I guess.
Yeah. Under the influence contains more drugs than just alcohol.
Okay.
Whereas DWI is just alcohol. Intoxication.
Bizarre. All right.
I believe that's like literally the difference. Like, but it is what it is. Like DUI, DW. But he was drunk driving. Why are we giving them an acronym?
I don't think he was drunk. Maybe he wasn't he on drugs?
He was driving while intoxicated.
On drugs? Let's see. Okay.
Which drugs? We'll find out. But he's getting a plea deal. That's the story here. He's literally getting a get out of jail free card.
Maybe let's see what the plea deal is.
Right. Justin Timberlake is expected to agree to a plea deal in his DWI case, sources tell CBS News New York. Timberlake will agree to plead to a lesser traffic violation charge, and the DWI charge against him will be dropped. Sources with the Suffolk County DA's office tell CBS New York Jennifer McLogan. I don't care who they told.
Yeah.
The deal is expected to happen at an 11 a.m. hearing Friday, Sag Harbor.
So Friday night we will have an update on this.
And apparently, initially he pleaded not guilty. So he's like, nah. I wasn't drunk.
Isn't that your thing? You say always plead not guilty.
You should. Because you get offered things like this. He's literally going to get a lesser traffic violation instead of a DWI. Like, what is the lesser traffic violation? Like, reckless driving? No time, just a fine kind of thing?
Let's see.
Because drunk drivers should get time.
Yeah, we've talked about that many times.
So Timberlake was pulled over around 12:30 a.m. on June 18 in the Hamptons Village, about 100 miles from New York City. Police said his BMW drove through a stop sign, then into the wrong side of the road. The arresting officer said his eyes were bloodshot and glassy, and his breath smelled of alcohol. I had one martini, and I followed my friends home, Timberlake allegedly told the officer. According to court documents, he refused to submit to a breath test 3 times. He was charged with DWI and released on his own recognizance. Timberlake's lawyer, Edward Burke Jr., has said his client, quote, was not intoxicated.
Well, they can't prove it because he didn't actually do the test, so he refused, which is not denial of being drunk, is it?
No, refusing a breathalyzer test does not imply guilt.
Yeah, there you go.
Right,
so.
saying you don't want to do a breathalyzer, but that's when they
usually arrest
step it up a notch.
No, that's when they can arrest you.
They're like, take your blood.
Yeah, but
like, cool.
maybe,
but
maybe they didn't have enough time. Maybe they knew they didn't have enough evidence. They're like, well, he passed all the tests, and we were gonna try to get him on this. Now this is going back a while ago.
Passed all the tests. He didn't do field sobriety tests.
I don't know, but this is a few years ago. My dad was driving me home after a while, and we each had 3 beers. And mind you, these beers are 3%. Average beer is 5%. These are light calorie beers we got.
Yeah, that's like a nothing burger.
So we got pulled over, and it was over a few hours, and you can smell the beer in my dad's breath. And they made him blow into it, and he blew. Sure. It didn't register. It registered a little bit, but they're like, the machine's broken, so they put another cartridge in. And in Canada, you legally only have to blow once. After that, they're like, too bad, right? They made him blow again, and then they tried to make him do all this test, and they couldn't get him. But they're trying to, and they kept trying to make him blow in it, and he did, which he said he won't do it now because he wasn't drunk. He literally had 3 light beers in 3 hours or something like that. So But
So he's
again,
like, "Let
they're
me blow,
trying
I'm
to get
not
him.
drunk."
They were trying to get him. They really wanted to get him on a DUI that night, get him to blow in there. So
Did you see that video of the girl on the beach?
I
It's been making the rounds again on Reddit.
I don't know. I don't use Reddit, but no.
An officer comes up to this girl and says to take a breathalyzer, so she hasn't been drinking, so she
Yeah.
does it. It says 0,
Yeah.
and then the officer says, "Okay, give me your ID."
So
And she's like, "What? It was 0." No. So he punches her and arrests her. Well, punches and tackles and beats the crap out of her with 2 other officers. And then they take her in because we have to keep this beach safe.
Yeah.
From something. She blew 0. She blew a 0. And he's just decided, I really wanted to arrest you, though. It's really what it feels like sometimes. They're just like, I really just want to.
So his lawyer said he was intoxicated. So at the latest court hearing, the judge suspended the 43-year-old singer's license, which is standard practice for the DWI case in New York.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah, but again, now they have no evidence. It seems weird.
It sounds like they didn't do their police work, so he's going to get to go
and
free because the cop didn't do his job.
And they let him go.
And this was the cop who was so proud of he was doing his job when other officers would have just let Justin go. He's like, no, I did the right thing. I
days after his arrest,
Justin.
Timberlake.
But then he didn't do the fucking evidence. So Justin's gonna go free.
Ray told fans it's been a tough week. So yeah.
I'm sure it's been tough for Justin, but like his officer screwed up. He should be pretty psyched about this.
We've been together through ups and downs, left and rights, and it's been a tough week. But you're here, I'm here, he said. Now, again, whatever, but that sounds like, whatever, you feeling rich people, So.
He went through a rough week, Mike.
Yeah, and he got pulled over for
just now back at his second mansion. So. He had to be at his first mansion all week.
Now, money doesn't buy happiness at all. But this sounds like him being pulled over for his own doing, and he's trying to feel pity for it. No.
Yeah, it's hard to feel.
What was that last?
The last paragraph is literally just he's a billionaire.
Yeah, there he is.
All saying. Like he's got 10 Grammys, 4 Emmys. Why are we jerking this guy off for the last paragraph? We should have spent the last paragraph saying how the officer failed to get the evidence to pursue the charge that was actually going on, and this criminal will go out and do this again. Mark my words. In the next 5 years or less, Justin Timberlake will have another driving while drunk incident. He doesn't learn from this. This didn't teach him anything.
That's if he was drunk, though. Maybe he wasn't. Just because you
drunk. Look at this guy. Look at him. Yeah. This guy look like a guy who wouldn't get drunk.
I'm not. Just because you get drunk doesn't mean he was actually drunk that night.
He used to date Britney Spears.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Okay, well, let's move on.
But yeah, this is just like a get out of jail free card for celebrities.
Name one of his songs.
It's cool stuff. Bye.
Oh, I was
is that
gonna say,
NSYNC or is that Backstreet?
I was gonna say "Sexy Back," I think, isn't it?
I Want It That Way.
That's Backstreet Boys. I know that. I like Backstreet Boys when I was a kid. Come on, so I'm not a fan of Justin Timberlake anyway. All right, from Gizmodo, Google teams with the internet achieves to revive catch-up feature. Oh, those pieces of shit! I hate those things.
You don't like the cache?
No, cache, yeah. Google search results will now show users a direct link to the Wayback Machine to view previous versions of the web pages.
Yeah, the Wayback Machine's alive again. Remember we did a story about it dying?
No, I don't
remember that. It was like 7 months ago.
No.
Do you even know what the Wayback Machine is?
No, I don't think we did a story about that. I thought the catch-up was that thing where you have to click the little squares, isn't it?
The Wayback Machine is where you can look at a website the way it looked at a certain time and date.
Okay, yeah.
So if you want to go back to the way the internet was in the 90s when it was better, you can.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the Wayback Machine. And now not only can you, Google is teaming with the Internet Archive to make it so that you could do it through google.com.
So should we change
Do you want to see what that search would have looked like last week? Do you want to see what that search would have looked like in 2020?
Should we change it? Should we change our website then?
We could. I don't know. We're in the Wayback Machine. I mean, it probably has archives of us.
Okay.
If our website used to be green, we might be able to go back in the Wayback Machine and look at the green version of our site. It used to be a lot
dirt for the first week. Come on. Anyway, let's go.
In theory, we should be a part of the archive. I don't know how they sweep and pick everybody up, but we should have gotten picked up, right?
Maybe I.
But yeah, they're gonna allow you to basically.
Oh, I did get an
do
email from
search.
Google the other day. I don't think it was actually Google because it was very sketchy. But it's like, we want to reach out to you and get your you on the page #1, and you will get the first year 70% off. And I was like, okay, I'm not clicking that link. But what was once dead now lives again through the power of the internet archives. 7 months after killing the ability to see old versions of websites through Google, the search engine has partnered with the...
Is it me back crinkling the bag?
Yes, it was very distracting. And then you stopped crinkling it when I stopped talking.
So, that's why I knew it was me. Okay, I'm done.
Websites to Google. The search engine has partnered with the archives and directly linking its cached version of websites on the Wayback machine.
Okay, we just got provided a link from Jay's. I'm going to share it. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Hold on. That's a Discord. She's got a Wayback link for us.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Can you see it?
Oh, look at that.
Whoa. Okay, I have to accept these cookies, I think.
Well, you always have to accept the cookies on the website.
So this
anyway,
is from, there were 6 captures, May 2024 to July.
Okay.
Is what we're looking at here, I think. May 30, 2024 is what we're looking at.
Oh.
And you can see the old green.
Yeah, well, we didn't change it too much then. Like, I want to go back to last year. Can you go back to last year? Click that button right up the top where it says 8th April. I don't know.
Is this going to go 1 month at a time?
Well, we do. I think we opened it in, say, November of last year. Or October.
This might be the furthest it goes
okay, yeah.
back.
It does. Okay, never mind. All right, yeah.
And then there's a July 12th.
Click left, yeah. So.
A July 16 of us.
Well, see, I did change it a little bit.
So yeah, there's some snapshots of what we've looked like. I mean, you can go back and see the green version.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, crap. So yeah, we are in there. We're in. Click left. Yeah, it didn't let me go further left. Was it supposed to? Has Mike never heard of? Yeah, I think Mike has never heard of the Wayback Machine. That's
No, I haven't.
one of the first things I was just like, this is something that's existed for a while, and
Yeah.
the news of its death was big news.
I guess
Well, it
we talked
wasn't
about
death, but like news of.
But if we talked
one of
about it, I
the
was probably
abilities-
not paying attention that episode. You know.
Yeah. So I think you read all that paragraph, right?
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. But anyway,
I can't
yes.
remember where the crinkling started. It was
Okay, let's
somewhere
go
in
down.
there.
Let's skip this paragraph anyway. So you
Well,
can
websites
start.
change over time. The information on a URL constantly evolves. News stories are changed. Blogs are stealth edited, and sometimes stuff just stops working. For more than 20 years, Google offered a way for users to view into the past and see stripped down and archived versions of old sites.
Yeah.
Back in February, it killed off the feature. Yes, it's been removed, Google search liaison Danny Sullivan said on X at the time. I know it's sad. I'm sad too. It's one of our oldest features, but it was meant for helping people access pages when way back you often couldn't depend on a page loading. These days things have greatly improved, so it was decided to retire it. Personally, I hope that maybe we'll add links to @Internet Archive from where we had the cache link before within about this result. And it's a section on Google about this.
Huh.
But this was his quote when it died, but now it's back.
Yeah.
It was a throwaway comment made on X, not a promise. Miraculously, however, it's come to pass. According to a blog on the Internet Archive, users can see Wayback Machine links by doing a search as normal and then clicking the 3 dots next to the URL in the results. Let's make sure.
Well, Jay said in the comments that the earliest is May 22nd, so that's... ... I can't see. Can you show us so we can see?
Well, no, because I don't know what I'm doing. 3 dots next to URL. This will open up a new tab in the browser. Click more about this page to see. Okay. Now I can share.
Just so we get an idea, you know what I mean?
So you come and just do a search. Borderline Banter is what I searched. Obviously, we're the
Okay.
first ones to come up because we paid a great deal of money for that to be true.
I do pay for that, though. I do.
If somebody else were to come up first, I'd actually be very pissed because what I put in there. But the ... here, you can see it on all the links.
Yeah.
And this brings up this. You come down to more about this page.
All right. So.
Site first indexed by Google 1 year ago. See previous
right.
version on Internet Archive's Wayback machine.
All
The
right.
version is at least 8 months old.
So.
And then
Yeah, it brings us to that.
This is that old version that we were looking at.
Okay, cool.
Back when we went live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday.
We still
We
do
misspelled
that.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Is it misspelled still?
It might be. Don't look. Let's not look at that right now. So let's not worry about that. So
In fact, I don't even know how to get back to the page we were on.
Wednesday's a hard word to spell. Okay.
Wednesday.
It's a ridiculous day, and
Hey, Avery, how's it going? We're just talking about the Wayback machine, and we were just testing it ourselves.
All
Making
right,
sure we
so-
could look at our old website. So yeah, I just literally followed what they just said on here, so it works. In a statement about the change, Google said it knew how important old versions of websites were. We know that many people, including those in the research community, value being able to see previous versions of web pages when available. That's why we've added links to the Internet Archive's Wayback machine, to our About This page feature, to give people quick context and make this helpful information easily accessible through search. And it is. Will you use it now that you know about it and how
No.
easy it is?
I'll never use that. Like, there's
What
no
if
point.
what if you see something and you're like, you think somebody changed this and that it used to not be something? Would you ever go back then?
I'll try it. I remember.
Like,
'cause, yeah, that
what if
happens,
you
yeah.
what if you sense that somebody's doing a cover up and you could go back and just look at it before they covered it up?
I'm like Kamala Harris.
Well, I was
I'm
thinking
doing
like
that right
Dr.
now.
Disrespect. You remember
Oh,
when
yeah.
Dr. Disrespect edited the word minor
No,
and
we
got
saw
caught
that.
because
Yeah.
of the trail? Well,
Yeah.
that's the same
so-
thing. You could catch a lot of people with this Wayback machine. You know?
All right. Well, that's cool. I guess.
This article keeps going, but I think we got the gist of it. It's back. It's there. We can use it.
Okay.
So, just another one of those tools you can use when you're out there doing your own research
Well,
or going down a rabbit hole is what I call it.
let's go to some entertainment and gaming, I suppose, from Kotaku. The internet reacts to the PS5 Pro revealed and its shocking price tag. Yeah. What?
Do you know anything about the PS5 Pro?
No, I didn't even know what that means.
I mean,
So-
it's a PS5.
I know what it means, but
Oh, okay.
like I just like
I was about
I
to
just
do the.
I thought the PS5 is already great. Like the PS5 is already
Yeah,
good.
I thought the whole
so.
I thought the whole thing was PS5 had these great specs that are so much better than PS4. And
Let's see.
But apparently there's a Pro, and I also don't know what the price tag is. I didn't pre-read any of this, so I don't even know. Like, what are you paying for?
It was like $500-$600 for the original, like Canadian. So
It's like curvy, like a wave. That's weird. So you
it's
can't set it.
kinda weird, yeah.
You can't set something flat on top of it.
Yeah, but then you probably shouldn't be doing that anyway. Although we all
Don't
did
you
it.
tell me what to do with my
So-
PlayStation, Mike.
There
is something on top of my PlayStation.
Yeah,
in the
and you don't
background
play
right
them,
now
though.
as we speak.
they're not plugged in and they're not being played.
right there.
The long wait is over. We now know what the PS5 Pro looks like, what it does, and what it will cost. So far, it's not going over too well.
Okay, well, how it looks is fine. I mean, I bitched about the flatness, but
I
honestly,
don't
this
know.
looks fine. Looks
I
like a
don't know.
console.
Yeah, it does, but I don't know. I
So the
guess
look is fine. All right, let me make this a little bigger. First, let's take a look. We knew based on leaks that the mid-generation refresh wouldn't be reinventing the wheel of the PS5's industrial design, but it's not helping win over any skeptics. What the console does is also not quickly blowing fans away. While playing new PS5 games with high visual fidelity and high frame rate sounds great, it's hard to show that off over a compressed YouTube live stream, especially when Sony is only showing old games, including some that were also on PS4.
Okay.
Okay, so they're saying you're supposed to have better fidelity and frame rates. I don't have good enough vision to see any of these things that they're doing in technology
Yeah,
anymore.
these are all for
They're beyond me. So it
these
doesn't
are for
do
the
anything
kids
for
that have like 25 vision, you know. And I
me. I
know
thought it was
it
like
don't,
if you have a low number on the bottom, it's better, like 2515.
I'm like it's only 20/20 vision for the record. That's the best
Like
vision.
2020 is not even the best. No,
Isn't it?
2020 is not the best. You
No,
can see better
so-
than 2020. Yeah. No, let me Google. What's the
Because I was
best
like
vision?
I was being facetious when I said 25/25.
But it's real. 2010.
2010.
There's also 25. The best eyesight ever
25.
recorded in a human was 25 vision.
So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does 20/20 vision mean?
Do I just trust the AI overview here?
Yes.
Some people can see something from 20 feet away that most people can only see from 10 feet away. This is thought to be the maximum visual acuity without the use of magnifying devices. So the 25 would be, that was me describing the 2010. So the 25 is, normal people could see something 5 feet away, but you could see it 20 feet away?
So yeah, 2020 is the best vision, or maybe not. Again, I don't know.
So something's like really small and 5 feet away. I can't see it, but somebody with 25 vision, it looks like just everything else in front of them. Like it's completely normal for them. They just see it like it's a detail that they always would see.
Okay. All right.
So 2020 is just like average.
We should
So
get
when you
back talking about the
vision's way
PlayStation.
below average. Like,
Well, I can barely see with these, so.
yeah, the audience doesn't know it, but I'm a glasses guy. I've got lasers cut my eyes open.
Your nose is touching the screen sometimes reading, so yes, we can tell. So,
that just depends on
Yeah.
the website. It's not my fault. It's not. If you blame my eyes.
yeah.
All right, then there's the price. $700 is a lot, especially
Whoa.
with no disk drive included. Wait, no disk drive?
Yeah, discs are beyond, I think, the best.
Those are sold separately for $80.
Right? Oh, wow, you can buy that.
So basically, it's $800. That's $800.
Almost $1,000 Canadian. Over $1,000 Canadian. Get bent. That's crazy.
Yeah, you don't even have games yet. This is before you've bought games, too.
And you know what? Like, I was talking to somebody about the PlayStation today too, and we're like, how expensive? It was like, I don't mind throwing down $1,500 for a computer, but the reason why is I can do more than just play games on my computer. You know, I can do a lot of things on my computer, and yeah, crazy. So
at that price, my play will remain leashed.
so
Because my pro tagline is "Witness play unleashed."
Yeah, that is leashed.
I don't have $800. I'm just gonna keep my leash if that's okay, Sony.
Wow.
Yeah. If I'm somebody who had bought a PS5, I can't justify another $800.
No. But people were buying. But to be fair, people were spending that much on the PS5 when it came out, bootlegged, right? So.
Play has no limits. It fucking does, and it's $700.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Thanks,
wow.
Tom Anderson. That's a good one. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Holy
cow! I mean, there's just a bunch of different tweets here. I think it's just
yeah, we don't really need to go over all that.
I think we got the gist of it. $700 plus $80 to tack it on for visual improvements. It's just visual improvements. There's nothing in it for me. That's it. That's way too much to see something that looks better.
All right.
I mean, that's like buying an 8K television. My eyes can't even see the difference between 1080p and 4K.
Now to
Yours
talk
can't
about
either.
Now to talk about your favorite person.
Yeah, we were doing a celebrity episode. We can't do it without talking about our
I really
favorite
wanted
celebrity.
to. I really wanted to.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
Wait,
we know.
Is that not the celebrity?
We know. Don't worry. So.
All right. CNN has our final one here tonight. Taylor Swift endorses Kamala Harris for president.
You know what? Because of that, I'm changing my mind.
Rejoiced.
I'm changing my mind. I'm not going to vote for Trump. I'm going to come vote for Kamala Harris now. Just because of that.
Changes everything.
You know what? So, in fact, I'm taking down this flag because Kamala Harris and Trudeau get along. So, can't we over this? No, I'm kidding. But, yeah. Yeah, why? I don't get why celebrities endorsing people is such a big deal. I don't. I think it's ridiculous.
Well, it's not so much trying to convince somebody who was going to vote for the other person to vote for your person. It's more so. Do you remember the vote or die thing?
No, but.
Well, the whole point of vote or die was to get people out to vote. That's all this is too. Taylor Swift people, ditzy, dumb, idiot young girls who might not care about politics have now heard this. Even if they have all the news stations turned off and tell everybody they don't want to talk about politics, they've now heard it. That politics is happening. So they may vote. Who they vote for? I don't care. But that's the way I see it, is this isn't going to change minds in terms of Trump to Kamala or Kamala to Trump. It'll change minds from not voting to voting or voting to not voting.
Yeah.
This may piss off some people like you.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't care. You have the right to vote for who you want to vote for.
I think this news and you not voting are correlated because you're not going to vote.
No,
and it's correlated with this, and you can't say coincidence.
But I did say this on X last night. I made that because someone said that they made it. I forget what website it was, but they said that Taylor did that, and I was like, if this makes you change your mind on who you're gonna vote for, you should not be allowed to vote. And it's over 500. Like I've got 500 likes.
I got a lot of
It's
likes.
over
and
500
a good
right now,
point. It's
so.
literally, it makes sense.
And it's true. Like,
this isn't changing a Trump voter to a
it's
a
not.
Harris
But
voter,
if
and a Harris voter to a Trump voter, it's not happening.
it might though. But if some people are like, oh, I'm on the fence, but now I'm gonna. Like, that is kind of stupid. You should still do your homework. Just because this.
What if your homework is what celebrities think?
That's ridiculous then. Well, so.
But some people it literally might be.
And celebrities are just like people get in their head that celebrities are such crazy people. You know what a celebrity is?
Somebody who has
somebody like you and me. Just that people like them. Okay, unlike us.
Well, I mean, they tend to have like a unique talent in some cases, not all cases.
Not all cases.
Or a unique situation.
Yeah,
when it's not talent.
All right. Well,
looks or somebody just gave you music lessons when you were 3 years old.
Yeah.
Kind of shit. Like, oh yeah, ooh, I just always grew up loving it. Yeah.
Well, there's probably not much on this.
Musician from 3.
Yeah, there's probably not too much on this story anyway. So, but we can read what it says.
No, because I think the headline is it. Like, the only other thing I can think of is I heard she did it while Tim Walz was live with a news network, the vice president candidate.
It seemed
Tim
very
Walz.
product placement there. Right after the debate, it seemed very
right after the debate and while the VP was on the news,
100%. So
that they got his live reaction. Rachel Maddow, MSNBC, got a piece of paper handed to her. She said, "And I have to read this live. I can't. I have to stop
That's
you
staged.
and
That
read this
was
live." It was so.
It was staged. Like I know I've gotten arguments for this because
maybe Tim didn't know, but the campaign knew.
Tim and Kamala have done a lot of staged videos, and like the Doritos, the bag of chips. People are like, oh, that was just them in a store. No, it wasn't. They kicked everybody out of the store. They went in, and he was like, do you like Doritos? Okay, cool. They're allowed to do that. But I don't get why they just don't be real. Why try to fake it? You know what I mean? Like, but... Yeah, I gotta...
I think what I was watching, Tim Walz seemed like he was having a genuine reaction to it.
Maybe Tim Walz didn't. No, you're right, but...
And also, there's no reason for him to be aware ahead of time. His genuine reaction is better for them.
Yeah.
Even if it is elaborated and staged,
does
the
even
stage
know,
is better
does
when
Tim Walz
he
even know who Taylor Swift is? Come on.
Exactly.
So,
if you tell him ahead of time, hey, Taylor Swift did this thing, he'd be like, okay, explain to me what you just said.
And I'm joking. He knows who Taylor, but that was just a joke.
He does, but like, he shouldn't have to.
No.
I feel bad he has to.
Yeah,
because now he does. Somebody had to
just
sit there and explain.
He's just an old man, and not most old men wouldn't really give a shit about.
He's got better things to give a shit about.
Yeah, so.
But this is Taylor Swift's. She posted this thing. Like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most.
Okay, pause for a second. I can actually appreciate her saying that. Right there, she's like, I'll watch the debate. Do time to do your research. That's more than most people say. They're like, oh, do this.
Well, and also,
like,
she didn't do her endorsement until after having seen a debate.
Yeah.
Think about all the celebrities who endorsed it without seeing this.
I know I'm not a big fan of Taylor Swift, but I will give her kudos for saying that. But continue. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's true. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country. Again, that's
yeah. And it was a lot longer than that, but that was probably the headline. But no, I will respect it. So.
Recently, I was made aware that AI of me falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election.
And Kelsey's going to be voting for Trump and JD, so...
Did he...
No, but
I literally don't care, so that might be a thing.
But I just everybody like he's a Trumper. I'm pretty sure he's been very pro-Trump over the years, from what I've seen. So, but again, you can be in a relationship with somebody with different political values. It used to be big back in the day. Political values were completely
different.
Depends
on which values.
Like political views, but
yes, it depends on which political.
You're right,
view.
But that's with
if
everything
your political
too.
view is something abhorrent, then
But that's
there's
but that's
situations where you
that's
can't.
like, yeah, of course, right? But that's
Well,
with any relationship. That's with anything anyway, right? That's
well,
on
when they're
like.
trying to get political with things that shouldn't be politicized and shouldn't be legislated.
But I'm just saying back
There are
like.
certain politics that you don't have to act like all of them are valid and equal. You know, some ideas are shit,
All right.
right? If somebody's political push is like, well, I actually believe in fascism and I think we should just do fascism. No, fuck you.
But you probably
Absolutely
want
not.
to guess.
And I'm not going to date you. If you want to start fascism, I could absolutely see women saying, no, I'm not going to date a guy who wants fascism politically.
But
like,
but
no.
okay, but that's a far out thing. And more than not, by the time you friggin' marry
So
them,
if
you're
Travis
gonna
Kelce
know they're
came out and
fascist.
said, I'm for fascism, she would probably leave him.
Yes, and then she'd have another song
and no
to
one
write.
would bat an eye at it.
And
But
she
for
would have
some
another
reason,
song to write.
Saying somebody's pro-Trump, you can't have that same thought without somebody
Yeah.
going, well, that's not fair. Why?
Anyway,
fair?
she needs to
We've
write a
had
new
4 years of
song.
Trump. We know what his politics is. We saw 4 years of it.
She needs to write a new
Dog
song.
shit.
That's what she needs to do. And just for the record, normally songs she wrote about ex-boyfriends and the men she chose. You know, maybe she's not very good at picking people. No.
How many songs has Taylor Swift done?
500? I don't know, actually.
243 songs.
Wow. That's crazy. That's quite a few songs. And I think I can name Shake It Up. Shake It
Yeah.
Off. And I don't know. How do them, and can you ask how many of them are of her ex-boyfriends?
Oh, wait, this site says 274.
Okay.
Let's see. How many songs has Taylor Swift?
Because that could
I
just.
don't know. I can't.
Okay, never mind. Because that could just be an internet thing. Because that's what everybody says, that she just writes songs about her relationships that she broke up with. So, anyway. But yeah, she has a right to do it, and I give her courtesy for saying that. Do your own research, and she has like that. She just didn't go out blandly, like you said too. She waited till after the debate.
Yeah, unlike
I'll
Kid
give her.
Rock.
I'll give her a little bit of. But let's face it, Kid Rock was voting Trump no matter what. So Kid Rock wasn't in the open.
Let's face it,
Taylor,
she was
yeah.
voting Kamala no matter
Yeah,
what.
well, man,
what do
you
you
know,
mean? Like,
I
let's
had it,
face
yeah.
it.
But
Kid
yeah.
Rock didn't wait. He just said, I
But
don't
he
care
was
what
at
Trump says.
he was at the
I'm voting
RNC
for
though.
it."
But he was at the RNC, wasn't he?
Yeah, I
So,
think he
yeah.
was one of them. Hulk Hogan was too.
Yeah,
Hulk
so
Hogan
if you're-
also didn't care.
But if you're at the RNC,
They
you're
didn't need to see
probably
a debate.
endorsing
There's
the
like-
guy. Yeah.
No, the RNC is just seeing one side, one of the
Yeah.
two options when it comes to the. So if you've made up your mind by only hearing one side, it's not better.
But
You didn't wait till the debate
again,
between the
let's
two
face
sides.
it,
You just
99% of
heard the
people
debate
do
from
that.
One side.
That debate last night didn't
No, I
change
don't
many
care
people's
what
minds.
people
So.
did or didn't do. I'm criticizing the people who did that right now. Okay. You can't stop me from criticizing Hulk Hogan and Kid Rock
Yeah, go
for
ahead,
endorsing
criticize them.
before the debate.
Criticize
They
them.
endorsed
So.
before the debate,
Yeah.
and I'm criticizing them because they picked their person without caring what their person said
Yeah.
or
Well.
what the other person might have said that was better. They don't even know if the other person would have said something better.
Well, anything else
didn't
on
wait.
this? Anything else on this, or is that it?
Well, there was never anything to this other than the headline. So I'm gonna. Oh no, there was one more thing. Swift signed off on the post by calling herself a childless cat lady, alluding to a phrase previously used by JD Vance.
Yeah. Can
Now,
you just
in response to this, there was actually a response from Elon. Did you
actually?
know
No, I did see that. Is that in here or no?
that? God, is it in here?
I don't know what he said. I just know he said something back.
Yeah, and made reference to the crazy cats.
Yeah.
No, I can't find it here.
Whatever. Not a
But
big
he
deal.
basically said, "Yes, Taylor, I will impregnate you,"
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
or something like, "You win, I'll impregnate you," is what he
yeah.
said.
Elon's really good at that. He has a lot of children with a lot of different women. So,
There, maybe I can find it. Like, I'll give you a child or some weird thing like that.
okay. But
Yeah,
yeah.
here it is. Fine, Taylor. ...
Can you
You
put-
win. ... Oh, I can. This is some weird India Today website though.
Ah, whatever. Yeah. So
He's got the cat.
yeah.
I assume that's her actual cat.
Yeah. Probably.
And somewhere down here.
yeah. There.
Yeah. Fine, Taylor. You win. I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life.
Okay. So yeah. Well, yeah. So.
And that's basically how that story ends, I think, right?
Yeah, it's over. Yeah.
Because no one wanted to say anything after Elon dropped this.
Tracy, yeah, it's like, oh, okay, well.
This shit.
Kelsey is like, well, okay.
Will Travis respond to that tweet or just take the high road?
Probably just chill, all right?
No, I'm gonna impregnate her, dude.
Well, thank you for watching the show, everybody. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and all that. Go to borderlinebanter.com and give us a check out. You can see everything there, all our socials, and and all our information on there. And if you want to be on the show and join us in the conversation, you can drop us a line. I actually suggest you go to Twitter and shoot a message there on Twitter. But on X. But if you shoot me an email, I'll get back to you. Just make sure you check your junk mail, because that's where it goes, and nobody ever responds because they don't get it. Go ahead.
Tease what it tease. As always, we like to end the Borderline Banter with a brief moment to talk about mental health awareness. On our website, borderlinebanter.com, you can click this link in the top right where it says it's okay not to be okay. We've got a bunch of different hotlines you can use and call. Find somebody of your own to banter with if you don't have somebody already in your own life, like I do with Mike and he has with me. But we want you to reach out and get some help. You know, if you're feeling shitty, feeling mentally crappy, any kind of situation, get a hold of someone. You know,
for sure.
Fuck True Doubt.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So,
I just read your band.
No, I can't clip this now. God damn it! You know, like every time.
My outro.
Yes. It was perfect. It was perfect. No, it wasn't.
Until I said fucking true.
It does not. It does not say that. It says F Canadian Maple Leaf kick Trudeau.
Wait, what did you say about the Canadian Maple Leaf?
No, the letter F, then the Canadian Maple Leaf, then.
Yeah, you're saying F the Canadian Maple Leaf.
No, yeah.
Well, I don't like your sign now.
All right.
I disagree with it. And
see you all on Friday, and have a great week.